Hello, my lovely Scorpio. So let's see what the energy is bringing to you this week. You know, for some reason, Scorpio, when I see underlying love and cycles, you could be figuring out if somebody in your life really loves you. You could be wondering what someone's real intentions are and how they feel about you. You can feel as if somebody is like hiding their love for you. This could be a new situation that could be blossoming in your life. Some of you too, you could be also going through a process like where you're calling in your energy from all of your exes. Some of you can feel as if whatever happened to you in the past with your exes, it could be messing you up in how you manifest and receive love now. So you could be looking into ways to clear out the past energy so that you could ignite the flame in your heart in order to attract exactly what it is that you want. If you are dating someone, they are dying to see you. They could have had a revelation about you, and this is what's going to trigger them in order for them to move forward with you. All right. Some of you can even be ordering books like to help you on your soul journey. You're trying to understand yourself more. You're trying to map out your life, and you're trying to make the rest of your life the best of your life. Some of you could be speaking to yourself a lot. You could have felt as if you played small in a lot of situations where you should have like stood up for yourself, or you should have said more, you should have done more, and you didn't. So what you're going to be concentrating on this season is like lifting yourself up out of a dark place so that you can call in exactly what it is that you want. Some of you are going to be really huge when it comes to manifestation. Some of you can use music in order to call in what you want. Some of you, if you moved into a new neighborhood, you could be concerned about whether your daughter or your son is going to be able to make friends. Or it could be a situation where you could be contemplating about moving, but you don't know if you should move. You could be going back and forth with yourself because you're trying to see if you move, will it be beneficial to your children? Like you're afraid that, well, what if they don't find any friends, or what if they don't make friends fast enough? What if it's a bad choice? And if you do go along and move and your child does have to change schools, I do see them being very, very shy and very withdrawn and almost feeling a slight like depression, but I feel like within time, like give them 3 months is what Spirit is showing me, 2 months, and they will adjust way better than you expect. All right. Some of you too, you're going to be able to pick up more hours when it comes to your job. So some of you could be holding on to a job like just for now, or you could be in a position where you want to pick up more hours because like you want to pay off things, or you have debt and you want to raise your credit score, and you want to, you want more money to do the things you've always dreamed of. So it can even be like, suppose you always wanted to go on a family vacation with your children and you or whoever, but it costs money for a flight. It costs money for a hotel. It costs money for food. It costs money to get transportation from wherever you live to the airport. It costs money to travel. So you could be trying to pick up extra money and extra hours in order for you to, create the life that you've always wanted. That's the biggest thing that I see. All right. You're going to be really like focused on yourself and seeing what it is within yourself that you can do or you can remove in order to get to your goals. All right. So your goals is going to be really, really big. And finishing up on like assignments. Some of you, if you're in school or if you're in class, you could have fell back on your assignments because you have your 9 to 5 and you have your household, and sometimes you can feel really overwhelmed and exhausted. So I'd see you being able to catch up on if you have any papers or if you have any homework. I see you being able to catch back up by the weekend and you feeling really proud of yourself. All right. Don't be surprised also. This just came out. If you are dating someone, they want to put a baby in you. That just came out. If you are dating someone, because with blossoming, it could be like you guys getting to know each other, and you could be in a cycle where you're trying to figure out your feelings and is this the best route to go, while others of you could be in a place where you want to cleanse your energy to get, in order for you to align with brand new love. All right. So this gives me, I'm in the phase of a relationship that I'm trying to build, and I'm trying to see if this is the best fit for me. So yeah, don't be surprised if you are in a place where you want to be by yourself. I feel like you're contemplating. I feel like you're reflecting, and don't be surprised if you just want to be by yourself, or if some of you are single but just like dating, you're going to feel so happy, like your house is clean and you just have a peace of mind. And if you did just buy a new book, because I see someone with a book in their hands, if you did just get a new book, you're going to love it so much. Like, this book is really going to help you out, and it's really going to shift your energy. So if you're looking to shift your energy, if you're looking to bring new people in on your journey, this book is really going to, like, you're going to love this book, whatever it is. I just see you enjoying it, and you coming to a place where you're enjoying your alone time. Like, solitude is so important to you Scorpios right now, especially like when you're contemplating on your next big moves. All right. That's another thing too. Your book could be on grief. Some of you could be thinking about writing a book about the grief that you've been through. Some of you can be thinking about seeing a grief counselor. But when it comes to grief and storms, you could be thinking about a lot of the things that you had to deal with that was like so heavy, and you could have been in a stage where you had trapped emotions and you felt yourself like weak and like crying. And some of you, I don't know if you're still in this place, but I just feel like if you have this heaviness on your energy and you feel like you're going to explode and you don't know who to run to and you just need to speak to somebody, I feel like you're definitely going to find that person that you need to speak to. And after you speak to them, you're going to feel so much more clear on the direction that you're going into. Okay. So that just came out too. Also, don't allow your anger. Don't allow your anger to sabotage something that can actually be good. All right. Some of you, you Scorpios, be careful of creating false scenarios about somebody's actions. Like, you can have expectations of how you feel somebody should show up, or if you're dating someone, they're not giving you the attention or they're not taking the actions that you want them to take. And it could be creating a lot of anger inside of you as well, you know, and be careful of you bailing out on a connection fast and sabotaging it all because of the action that this person is taking, like, or not taking. Maybe you feel like they're not making enough effort and you really want it and you was really excited, and now you just don't know. Like, you could be in a place where you're beginning to lose hope. And when you begin to lose hope, it causes fear. And when you get fearful, you get angry, you know, and then what you can do is end up like lashing out on this person and sabotaging something that can actually be good. So let me just see. Let me just get a card on the cross watcher. Why are they at oh, maybe this is how they feel. Oh, maybe they're the ones. They need to be careful. It shows breaking point, and it shows like negative mindset. Like, maybe this person, let me see. What is going on with your cross watcher? Honey. No. Nope. They need to go sit down. They have the expectation for you to chase after them. They need to feel needed by you. And because you're not chasing after them, they're the ones who are enraged. They're feeling pain. They're getting to their breaking point, and they might sabotage the connection. So the energy is reversed. This is not you, it's them. They wanted you to chase them. They wanted you to give them some indication that you really, really wanted it. This person could struggle with, like, they're fearful of rejection. They're fearful of rejection. So they may do things intentionally in order to get a reaction out of you because they need your attention. They need to see like you want them and you need them, because then that will give them the validation to feel safe enough to invest in you. And because you're not doing it, it's pissing them off. But baby, we don't, Scorpios ain't gonna chase you. That's what's not gonna happen. Yeah. If this person and you get into a huge clash and misunderstandings and they say things that they wish they can take back, this person is going through their own stuff. I don't know. Are you with somebody that's very dramatic? This can be a Gemini. It could be a Libra and Aquarius. They give me air energy. They also give me water energy. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I see water and I see air. Big Aquarius energy as well. But they're starting to feel hopeless and in despair, and they're falling apart all because they need your validation in order to feel like they are enough for you. So they could be doing the most, and they're causing themselves a lot of pain and mental anguish. Because if they don't hear from you, they may make up scenarios of what you're doing, or, oh, you're probably with your ex, or you probably said that you have nobody, but I know that Scorpio looks good. There has to be somebody who still texts you. Maybe your ex is still, like, they're coming up with all kinds of scenarios in their head. And when they come up with these scenarios, this negative mindset, it fuels their anger and it fuels their rage. They may come to you and be a little like negative, or they may come to you on some like starting problems or bringing drama into the connection, but they're only doing this because they are struggling with their emotions when it comes to you. So if they pull back at times, they're pulling back, and I see them smiling. They pull back in hopes that it will make you chase after them. And this is why you don't know what to do. This is why you're confused. Their actions are confusing you. And you're not into the guessing game. I can see that clearly as day. Like, you're not into the guessing games, and you could be in a place in your life where you're really invested in yourself and you're invested in your future, and you don't mind inviting love into your world if it's going to complement the life that you're trying to build for yourself. You don't mind. You don't mind somebody laying down with you and watching movies and laughing and rubbing on your booty. You don't mind that. But if it's going to cause a bunch of craziness in your life, I see like you're trying to figure this out. Like, is this going to be good? Is this going to be long lasting? Like, what is this? What are we doing with this? Somebody, if you have children, if you're dating someone and you have children, this person wants to claim your kids as theirs. Like, they really feel protective over your kids as well. So you want to know what's going to happen with you, Scorpio, in this situation? How this person acts versus what they truly want. It don't seem like it's adding up. And it's like they need more confidence or more reassurance for them to really come towards you in the way that they feel better about. That's what it looks like. Let me see. I even hear like, oh, I'm not into competition. I wonder if you have competition. Like, they're saying all this to themselves. They're not telling you. So if you come around this person and you feel like they have a chip on their shoulder, or they just seem a little out of it, it's because they were going through a whole emotional storm behind your back. They need to talk more. That's all there really is. They need to talk more. Some of you too, if you live in a house and you went through a breakup and you're struggling to pay your rent, you can be looking for a roommate. You're looking for a roommate in order to like help you with your income. Yeah, I knew it. You want a stable, safe foundation, and you're trying to make peace from your past. Some of you are trying so hard to make peace with your past. You don't want to repeat the same mistakes at all. You don't. And I feel like you're behind their back. You're doing the inner work and trying to work on yourself and looking at readings, and you're trying to clear out the energy. But what they are doing, like, they're happy and excited about this connection and they see the potential in it, but then they start to have negative, like their mind creates negative scenarios that they feed into, and then they end up coming like this. And this can also discourage them at times for taking the action that they want to take towards you, because they're creating damn, that almost has flipped out my hand. They're creating their own emotional storm. And this is what's interfering in the connection. This is what's going on with you and your person. You know what song this came in? Like, you can't keep running in and out of my life. Like, another thing too, for some of you, this situation can be an on and off situation. You can't keep running in and out of my life. It's like that can be an issue for you or the cross watcher. The connection is way too inconsistent, but somebody's working through deep fears and insecurities when it comes to the longevity of love. Somebody doesn't trust that it's going to happen. Somebody is just waiting for something negative or bad to happen in order to, that's the sabotage. And even with the sacred lust, like, you guys have such good chemistry in the bed. You guys make love and and you guys have this deep, passionate connection. But then it's like somebody gets all excited, and then when the connection doesn't continue to move forward in that manner, they start to get scared. All right, so it's confusion. This is confusion. Yeah, it shows telepathic communication. You probably hear this person, they feel very unhappy in their life without you. They feel very unhappy in their life without you. And they're going through a lot right now. It says, I'm going through a lot right now. I need space and time to gather my thoughts. So this person, you know, I just feel like they're going through a war they're going through a war with their own self. But it's about you. This war that they have going on with themselves is triggered by you. It ain't your fault, honey. You know? That's another thing too. When it comes to you, they have to come at you correctly. It says, you didn't put up with my shit. You crushed my big ass ego, but that made me respect you even more. So if this person felt like their little games and tricks, if it worked in the past on other women or other men, you are like, baby, you ain't gonna play these games with me. That's what you ain't gonna do. So it looks like you're putting up your boundaries and you're communicating to this person about what you will tolerate and what you ain't even trying to play with. And what it's doing is, what it's doing is, it's just making this person crazy. Because if they're used to playing mind games and manipulating, and that's the way that they normally get by or get over people in their love life, and it makes them feel empowered when they know that they can, you know, be passive aggressive and get their way, it's like they can't do that with you. Like, you set them straight, or you don't feed into any of their like gaslighting or any of their games that they play. You don't feed into it. It looks like you shift your energy and you focus in on you and what you can do to make yourself a better person, to show up in love so your love life can go the way that you've been wanting it to. You know, this is what's going on. So this person's ego is crushed by you every time their little manipulative games or them trying to withhold their energy. If it doesn't work on you, it just makes this person like see how toxic they are. And they're putting themselves through hell. It don't make sense. But, you know, that's the way that they function. Let me see something. Like, some of you, distance used to bother you. Distance used to scare you. Distance used to make you panic. Distance used to be like make you have anxiety. But because you're doing the inner work to heal like your inner child and your codependency and attachment issues, the distance don't hurt you the way that it used to. So if somebody pulls their energy from you, it doesn't make you have the reaction that you used to have in the past. Some of you in the past, if somebody was give you the silent treatment, it'll probably make you send 100 texts. And that people who do that, people who spiral out of control emotionally when somebody pulls away, just means that they have an abandonment wound. So when somebody has an abandonment wound and the person is not texting or responding to them, they get very, very compulsive. They get scared. So that's when you'll get like 30 text messages or long paragraphs, and the person will start to be very, very irrational because there's a wound that's being triggered. I feel like you could have struggled with that in the past, where somebody pulling away would make you question yourself. It'll make you spin out of control. It'll make you go from reading to reading to reading on tarot. And because you're working on yourself, you're starting to heal that part of you. So you don't react the same way. So if somebody used to use that and it used to make you chase them, you no longer chase. You pull your power back and you start to focus on yourself. And this is what's making this person go nuts. Yeah. So with the guilt and shame, somebody feels deep guilt and shame or remorse over their actions. It's like they know that they're hindering, or their words. They can say things to trigger you and it's hindering this connection, and they do feel guilty. But yeah, I knew it. The lesson is patterns of control, manipulation, intense pull and pull. And it says attraction, intimacy is not possessive. So I feel like this person is trying to do things in order to like control the outcome, control your reaction. And it's not working. It's not working. Tricks is for kids, baby. You leveled up spiritually. Things that used to have you spiraling out of control and sending paragraphs, you're not doing it anymore. You could have even learned in the past that it didn't change the outcome. So that's all it did, was make me feel like angry that I gave that person that level of power over me. You know what I'm saying? That's how you see it now. Like, oh, I gave my power away. I don't ever want to do that. So even if you really want to hear from them, or even if you really want to curse them out, you rather just shift the energy so that they won't be able to take your power. That's what it looks like. And it's making this person, what it's doing now is making them spiral out of control. That's what you call like reverse the curse, you know? That's the definition of reverse the curse. When somebody's trying to gain control over you through manipulation and you don't allow it because you become stronger internally, because everything is about building up your inner wall so that you won't allow people like this to run this game on you. It's not going to work. So it's either they step up, be a real man, be a real woman, or you're just going to have to move on. And I think that's where you're at. You're trying to decide, is this going to... You're in a cycle where you're trying to understand how this person functions, and is this something going to give me the happily ever after that I really want? That's where you're at. You're trying to make your foundation for your future more solid. So security is going to be important. And even in a sense, like, I want to make sure my love life is secure and stable. And I want my finances to be stable, is where you're at. There's so many people, like, I don't know, in your neighborhood or around you that think you're so sweet. And at times you can be short-tempered, but you're very, very sweet, you know? You seem like the type to people that you'll only go off if somebody tries you. That's how people see you. Just in case you wanted to know. See? You're looking at all your possibilities. That's what the garden is all about. And some of you can be getting really big onto your looks. Some of you could be thinking about, like, new ways to improve your looks. You could be getting more dressed up. You can be changing your hair. You could be buying new makeup. You could be doing all kinds of stuff. But you're going to be really big into like your beauty. You could be getting your nails done, your feet done. You just, you know, new blush, new lipstick. You're just trying out new things. To me, it's like you're trying to find new ways to feel beautiful and feel happy from within. That is so precious. All right. Let me see. Some of you feel like you're struggling with a diet. The diet doesn't stick, or the weight loss doesn't stick. Yeah, I knew it. See, like you see the potential in this person. It says this could be the one. It also shows getting to know each other and heart-to-heart conversations. So you're still trying to get to know each other. But if this person wants you for real, they have to be authentic. They can't try to play these manipulative games and feel like they're going to get that far with you, because it's like you learned, you overcame that already. And you're getting really stable in yourself. So, you know. So let's see. Let's see what comes out. Just for any of you to know, I have my oracle cards that are on Etsy. The link will be in the description box, and they are daily self-love and self-empowerment cards that you can get on Etsy. You can try that out if you're looking for a new deck. But let's see what messages will come out in regards to this situation for you. See, this is where you are. It says today, the bare minimum won't be enough. Like you want an upgrade. You don't want to settle. And I think this is why you are indecisive about this situation. You don't want the bare minimum. You want somebody who's going to make the effort. You want somebody who is going to meet you halfway. You don't want anybody to half-ass you when it comes to love anymore. And Spirit wants you to know that you really are unique. You know, there is only one you. And also when it comes to this situation, you have done all that you can do. Now leave the rest to your guides and just pray. So that's what they're saying. Like you've invested enough. I feel like you're in a place where you used to overinvest. You used to overinvest in love in hopes that the person would pick you, choose you, being that you're in a place where you're healing and developing better boundaries for yourself. You are not settling for the bare minimum when it comes to love, all right? Ooh, so let's see for work. Even with work, some of you feel really stressed when it comes to work. Some of you love what you do, but you're trying to find other ways of either A, how do I juggle all that I have on my plate? Or what else am I going to be able to grow in where I'm at? So wherever you're at, you want to know, will you grow? You love the environment. You can have people that are very friendly at your job, or people that help you at your job, you know. But you could be stressed out with the amount of work. And you're wondering if you have space in your day in order for you to get another job. Spirit says this is going to consume you the most this week. Like your job and what is to come next is going to stress you out the most this week. That's what Spirit just said. All right. And another thing that just came out, some of you feeling your ex's energy. You're trying to call your energy back in because you feel like your ex is trying to manifest you. You don't know why they keep like popping up in your dreams or why you keep thinking about them. Some of you can't stand your ex. Like you can't stand them or what they've done to you. So if you have an ex in the past that you broke free from, you're going to try to find a way to like clear them completely. And I'm going on to the extended. I send you love and light.